Hi there. Today we're going to fly halfway around the world from Kuala Lumpur Malaysia to Newark, New Jersey on 3 different airlines: Thai, EVA Air and Austrian. Unfortunately, KLIA is about an hour outside the city centre of Kuala Lumpur, so we're catching the train out and then checking in. We're travelling business class all the way, and we've got a number of bags because we've been in Asia for a few weeks now. The staff here were absolutely fantastic. I wish I knew where I could put an online recommendation. Next up, we're through security and into the Priority Pass lounge. This is one of our favourite lounges, and have a good range of food, and everything is really nice and clean and tidy. Unfortunately, we have to deal with the mess that's KLIA 1 terminal with the train that's broken down between the terminals, and we had to catch a bus across to the satellite to catch our flight tonight. Over the last 2 weeks, we've had an opportunity to use both KLIA 1 and KLIA 2. It's meant to be KLIA 1 for the regular airlines and KLIA 2 for the budget, but KLIA 2 is much more organised and, the wrong way around. Anyway, once we're over to the satellite, everything goes pretty smoothly. We're straight down to our gate, no waiting at all, and boarding straight on to our Thai Airways flight to Bangkok, our first leg. This first sector is on a Boeing 787-8 on TG 418. And right from the get-go, service was just exemplary. Pre-departure drink of a glass of champagne, cold towel, pillow before we took off. Everything in Thai is just lovely. And this first sector is just a couple of hours. Quick hop, skip and jump up to Bangkok. So just 5 minutes into the flight, and I think we were served our second glass of wine, along with some nuts. They weren't warm though, unlike they are on United. Please subscribe to Travel with Mark, so you know which airlines warm your nuts. This is a very short flight, just 2 hours, and the meal is served all on one tray at one time. There's no individual courses, but there is quality silverware, cutlery, should I say, and very nice presentation. A nice slice of garlic bread and some very delicious prawns, good size too. We had a couple of hours stopover in Bangkok. Unfortunately, we needed to catch the bus between terminals. We did stop at the EVA Air lounge, which was very nice, and then on to our next leg. This sector is on a Boeing 787-10 from Bangkok to Vienna, Austria, on EVA Air, the Taiwanese carrier. This is my first time on EVA, and I have to tell you I was super impressed with the staff, especially Amy. Helped us get settled and everything after our stopover in Bangkok. Just really superb staff. For those that don't know, EVA Air is a subsidiary of a Taiwanese shipping company. They give lots of different swag for us here in business class, and a really nice menu. There's a good selection of both Chinese and Western dishes, and I think we'll mix it up a bit on our meals tonight. I think we left a little late from Bangkok, but nothing to be worried about on this long flight. The route showing on the map is a little bit concerning. Seems like it's taking us over every single trouble spot, Kabul, Donetsk, etc. I'm sure they'll adjust this as we go through the flight, but some of these hotspots are a little concerning. Some rice crackers and nuts to start, and a glass of wine. And then that's followed by a full 3-course meal, served course by course. A pretty extensive wine list of high quality wines as well, which is excellent. Appetizer was butternut squash soup, which was delicious, and a steak as the main course. We go after dinner, we check out the restrooms, and we were a good 4 hours into the flight, I believe, and everything is still really clean and tidy. The crew do a really wonderful job of keeping all this clean. Time to grab a little shut-eye wave while we fly over some of the more dangerous places. It does seem as though we've adjusted the course so that we're going to go south of Ukraine and some of the other places that would be dangerous for a civilian airliner. I got a most restful sleep and an excellent cup of tea to start off, and one of the better meals I've ever had on an airliner. This was a traditional Chinese congee breakfast with all the trimmings. Absolutely delicious and highly recommended. So well rested and descending now into Vienna.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed at Vienna International Airport. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Stopover in Vienna was just 90 minutes, where we used the lounge and had a shower, and now it's on to a little bit of an older aircraft, a Boeing 767-300. It's comfortable enough. The side-by-side seating, but not individual cocoons, a lot of blankets and everything, and made very comfortable. This seat layout is a little different, but it actually works quite well for a couple travelling together. And check this table out. The step-through section here is pretty handy. It means that we can get through into bags on the other side. The other unique thing about this Austrian Airlines flight is that they have a dedicated chef in business class. And this isn't someone just pretending to be a chef, it's a real chef. And it shows as he takes our orders and cooks our meal to perfection. Again, we've got an extensive menu between Thai, EVA and Austrian. No shortage of excellent food on this trip. By the way, I don't think I mentioned how much this cost. So it was a last-minute redemption from Kuala Lumpur to Newark. It was 110,000 Star Alliance points. That's one way per person. There's some really top-notch Austrian wines on offer here. A sparkling rosé and a white wine to start off with. And again, a very high-quality meal presentation on this 7.5 hour flight. We'll start off with some petit fours before our appetizer comes. We have a nice salad with some ham and mustard and some pumpernickel bread, one of my favourites. Followed by a soup course. The main course, a mushroom ravioli. The good food doesn't stop with the main course. Then there's dessert with a dessert wine. And of course it's Austrian Airlines, so the Vienna coffee house. I swear they have a dozen different specialty coffees here. We tried a couple of them. A nice espresso, super flavourful. One of the best coffees I've had, I think. And then there was this. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but it too was delicious. So all up, the travel time was about 33 hours, I think, from Kuala Lumpur to Newark. And I wish it was longer. Absolutely superb, 3 different airlines. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really helps me out. Thanks a lot.